What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel, where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. If you're new to our channel, or if you've just been checking out our content, make sure you smash that subscribe button as well as smash the like button. It really helps our content get out to a wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about business lines of credit, specifically unsecured business lines of credit, and we're going to be reviewing National Business Capital's business lines of credit. National Business Capital is the #1 fintech marketplace for business finance. They work with over 75 different lenders to offer a wide variety of different loan products, including business lines of credit, business loans, business advances, inventory financing, accounts receivable financing, and even cannabis financing, which we'll cover in a later video. Now, before we dive into all the data points, I wanted to give a high-level overview of what a business line of credit is. Now, I like to think of a business line of credit as a blend between a business credit card and a business loan, and it has some of the great benefits and characteristics of each. So let's jump over. I'm gonna dive into some of the differences between a business line of credit, business loan, and a business credit card. All right, so let's cover at a high level the differences between a business credit card, a business loan, and a business line of credit. First, when it comes to the interest rate, usually business credit cards are going to have the highest interest rate of the three different loan products. Business loans are going to have the lowest interest rates. And then a business line of credit interest rate will be somewhere between a business loan and a business credit card. So it generally is not going to be as low as the rate you would get for a comparable business loan. However, it's usually not going to be as high as a credit card interest rate. Now, one of the advantages I would say that business credit cards have over business loans and business lines of credit is that with a credit card, usually you have a grace period before interest starts to accrue. But with a business loan, you're going to be paying the interest as soon as that loan originates, and you're going to be paying interest on the full amount of the loan. Now, a business line of credit usually doesn't offer a grace period either. So you're going to be paying interest on the amount that you draw down, not your full limit. So that is one of the middle grounds, I would say, with a business line of credit. So even though there's not a grace period, you're only paying interest on what you actually draw down. Now, one of the advantages I would say that business credit cards and business lines of credit have over a business loan is that the credit line is reusable. As soon as you pay it back, the credit limit is replenished. But when you have a loan, as soon as you use the loan proceeds, that's it. If you need additional funds, then you have to apply for another loan. So that's why I'm a big fan of business lines of credit and credit cards, because it's revolving, right? You can use it back and forth. As long as it's in good standing, you'll be able to have access to it. But with a business loan, as soon as the loan proceeds are out, then you'll have to reapply. Now, in terms of cash access, business loans and business lines of credit are going to have an advantage over a business credit card. So again, as I mentioned, business loans are going to have the lowest interest rate. So the cost of cash is going to be lowest with a business loan. With a business credit card, it's not optimal to pull off cash because you're going to do what's called a credit card cash advance. And credit card cash advance interest rates are usually going to be higher than even the purchase interest rate. So that's one of the limitations I would say with business credit cards. And typically you're not going to be able to draw down the full amount of the credit limit. Usually with the cash advance, they may give you, up to 35 or 40% of the credit line that you could pull cash off from. Now, lastly, when it comes to rewards, business credit cards are going to have the advantage. So if you're earning any type of cash back, or if there's a 0% APR for 12, 15, 18 months, you could take advantage of that with a business credit card. Typically, business loans and business lines of credit aren't going to offer any type of reward. So real quickly, I wanted to go over some of the advantages and disadvantages and when to kind of figure out when you need a business credit card, a business loan, or a business line of credit. So when it comes to business credit cards, you're going to want to use those for short-term business expenses. A business loan is going to be more for larger long-term business expenses and investments, or if you have an immediate use of that capital. So it really wouldn't make sense to take out a business loan or any type of loan if you don't know exactly how you're going to deploy it. Because remember, as soon as that loan originates, you're getting interest accrued on that loan. So every single day that you have that loan out, you're getting charged interest. So it would make sense that if you do take out a loan, you know exactly what you're going to use it for. And then the business line of credit is more of a flexible solution, and it still gives you that cash access as a business loan would. But with a business line of credit, you could kind of keep that in your back pocket. If you don't know what you're going to use it for, at least you have access to it and it's ready whenever you need it. You're only paying interest on what you're actually using. With a loan, you're going to be paying interest immediately. Now, some of the advantages that we covered. So business credit card, it's an unsecured revolving credit limit. You could earn rewards, cash back, and take advantage of introductory APR offers on balance transfers or purchases. With the business loan, you're going to have a lower interest rate, but you get full cash access. With the business line of credit, it's easy cash access. So if you need to draw down the full amount, then you can do that, and it replenishes when you repay what you draw down on. Now, in terms of some of the disadvantages, right, with a business credit card, it's going to be higher interest rates and limited cash access. Disadvantage with a business loan is that it does not replenish, and you're paying interest on the full loan amount as soon as it originates. And with the business line of credit, there's no grace period for drawdowns usually. So each of these particular loan products have an advantage and a disadvantage, and there might be an appropriate time when to use each of these. But overall, I would say a business line of credit has the most flexibility. So again, National Business Capital is the #1 fintech marketplace for business financing. They work with over 75 different lenders that have business lines of credit from a minimum of $10,000 all the way up to $5 million, with flexible terms of 6 months all the way out to 10 years. And you can get funded in as little as 24 to 72 hours. In terms of the qualifications for the business line of credit, at a minimum, you're going to want to be in business for at least 1 year, an annual gross revenue of at least $120,000. So that's about $10,000 minimum per month in gross revenue for your business. And there's absolutely no minimum credit score. They finance businesses with poor and excellent credit. Now, here's one caveat. Just because there's no minimum credit score, you still have to hit other data points. So if you have a low credit score, then hopefully your gross revenue exceeds the 120K minimum. So just keep that in mind. So the way the process works is very straightforward. You just fill out an application with your business information. It takes about 60 seconds. After you submit the application, then a business advisor will reach out to you and go over your different loan options. And then from there, you could choose which ones you want to proceed with. On the front end, it's just a soft pull to see what you qualify for. And then after you decide what you want to move forward with, then that's when you will get hard pulled. And there's different requirements for different lenders. So that may vary based on what you're actually selecting and what you want to move forward with. Again, you could get funded in as little as 24 to 72 hours. Now, the benefits of the business line of credit is a true line of credit. You can get cash on hand and draw down as you need it. You could pay as you go, so you're never going to overborrow. You only pay for what you draw down on. And again, you get immediate cash access. In terms of what you can use the business line of credit for, you could use it for business growth. So that's purchasing new equipment or inventory, hiring staff, or for working capital and other business opportunities. If you want to expand, open up a new location. So it's pretty flexible in terms of what you could use the business line of credit for. Now, here are the top 10 reasons why you should choose National Business Capital over some traditional lenders. So right here, we have a comparison and some of the differences between working with a bank or direct lenders. So as a lot of you know, with a lot of commercial bank lenders, the application process is very lengthy. If you go into any major bank and you want a business line of credit, they're going to ask you for at least 2 years of personal and business tax returns, sometimes even 3 years. So the application process is very lengthy. With direct lenders, they're looking at 3 to 6 months of bank statements as well as 1 year of tax return. In addition to that, financials. With National Business Capital, there's no tax returns required, and they're just looking at 3 months of bank statements. With National Business Capital, you're also going to have a personal advisor, so you can reach out to them and they can go over your different options before proceeding. National Business Capital also has a very fast approval process where you can get approved within hours or days. But with traditional lenders, sometimes it can take weeks or even months for you to get approved. And one of the other things I wanted to highlight as well is that for the unsecured business lines of credit, you're not required to put up collateral. And then with a lot of
commercial lenders, they also want to see that the business is profitable. So in your tax returns, if you're reporting a loss, that could prevent you from getting a business line of credit with a traditional commercial lender. But with National Business Capital, it's not necessary that your business is profitable. The credit requirements are also going to be higher at traditional lenders. Most lenders, 680 plus. Now, since COVID, I know that requirement has increased with certain lenders, but you're going to have excellent credit in order to get a business line of credit with traditional lenders. With National Business Capital, there's no minimum FICO score. Another great thing with National Business Capital is that you're not hard pulled until you actually accept the offer. So,
all right, so let's recap National Business Capital business line of credit. So at a minimum, you're going to need to be in business at least 1 year, and you're going to need at least 120,000 in gross annual revenue. And there's absolutely no minimum FICO score. Now, just because you have a low credit score doesn't mean you automatically can apply if you don't meet the minimum revenue. So you're still going to have to meet that 120 revenue. But overall, business lines of credit offer a lot of flexibility. And as I said earlier, it's kind of a hybrid between a business loan and a business credit card. And it has some benefits of each. Now, when it comes to a credit card, one of the benefits is the revolving aspect. Business lines of credit have that. And when it comes to a business loan, the benefit is having the cash access. So a line of credit has that capability as well. So it's somewhat of a blend. There's definitely situations and scenarios where you might use one of the products over the other. But overall, I think business lines of credit are going to be superior to business loans and business credit cards because it gives you cash access and it also gives you flexibility. Anyways, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Let me know your comments and questions down below. And if anyone is interested in applying, we've posted a link in the description of the video as well as pinned in the comment section. Until next time, y'all take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.